Hey everybody, my name is Sherry Sutton and I am your marketing mentor. Welcome to our weekly live Q&A. Today we're going to talk about being a multi-passionate entrepreneur. And what I mean by that is if you have multiple businesses. So for example, I was talking to a client yesterday who is a realtor and she's also starting to sell Cabbie, which is my favorite clothing line. And so she's starting to sell Cabbie. I have a lot of clients who do multiple things, right? They have multiple businesses. They're multi-passionate entrepreneurs. I'm like that, right? I have my marketing coaching business. We also manage people's social media accounts and their marketing. And I'm also a photographer, right? So there are many things that I do. And how do you manage all of those things? And so I'm going to talk about this more tomorrow in my kind of weekly training. So tune back in for that. I think I'm planning to do it at noon Central Time or 1 o'clock Eastern Time. So you'll get a lot more information there, but I want to answer one specific question today, which is, should you use a new account for each of your businesses? So if you're on Instagram, should I create a specific Instagram handle just for this business? So I'm going to go back to my example of my client who I spoke with yesterday. So she's a realtor and she's also going to start selling Cabbie, which is again, amazing line of clothing. So her question was, do I create a separate Instagram account or any social media account for my Cabbie business, or should I try to incorporate it in with my real estate business? And how do I manage those two? My answer is absolutely do not create a separate account for each of your businesses. Now you're just having to create an entire new audience from scratch. You don't want to do that. Especially if you already have a following, you want to use that following and just move them towards part of your new business in that one account. So I'll give you a good example. I was a wedding photographer and now I'm a brand photographer, and I used my Sherry Sutton photography account. And I have like 10,000 followers that I had created, I didn't create the followers, but I got 10,000 followers over the years. I took that same account and I transitioned it over time to be the one where I talk about my marketing business. Now, I took a little bit more of a full movement towards doing the marketing business. And I do occasionally talk about branding photography, but not a lot. You want to keep your audience in one place. That's one thing that when you're adding on a new business, you want to consider. And again, we're going to talk about this more tomorrow, but you want to consider your audience. If you're going to add on a new business, you want it to be going to the same audience that you already have. So for example, let's say a realtor. This is a great example. So if you are a realtor, you know lots of people who bought homes recently. So a great add-on business might be something that's like interior design, right? Because you have a bunch of people who are just getting into their houses. You can sell something new to that same group of people. You want to think about that when you're adding on other businesses as well. You want to be talking to the same audience and just selling them different pieces, right? And different product lines at different times, depending on where they are and what they're struggling with at the time. So that's really, really important. And by doing that, it allows you to simplify your marketing because you're always talking to the same audience. You may just be talking about different things. And tomorrow we're going to talk about how do you manage talking about your different businesses at different times. But I 100% firmly believe that you want one place where you talk to all of your clients on social media, right? Whether it's one Facebook page, one Instagram handle, one LinkedIn, whatever that is. And then you want to create a very concrete marketing plan about how you are promoting each of those businesses at different times and in different ways. Because the most important thing is to make sure you have one overarching brand that talks about you what's important to you, what your mission is, and then you can talk about how each of those businesses tie into that, and that allows you to create a personal brand that then you can market each of your different businesses underneath, but you're doing it to one audience. So I hope that that makes sense. I look forward to talking to you about this more tomorrow. Feel free to join me here, wherever you're watching this, tomorrow again at noon Central Time, 1 o'clock Eastern Time. And we're going to talk about this in more depth for my multi-passionate entrepreneurs who are out there. In the meantime, if you're a multi-passionate entrepreneur and you are ready to put together your marketing plan to figure out how do I put all of these things out in the universe and make money at all of the different things I'm passionate about, my Marketing Made Simple program may be perfect for you. We will sit down together. We'll spend an entire day putting together your marketing plan and then spend another 3 months together, usually every other week, helping you to really get your message out there so that you can start making some money, which is why we're doing this thing. So I hope that was helpful. I will see you tomorrow. Have a fabulous day. Mwah.